The thoughts and opinions expressed during this broadcast are for entertainment purposes only. They are not facts. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, we're back with another one. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's the Not Impressed Podcast. It's your boy Kanesworld.
For Pete's sake.
And we're back with episode 27 of the Not Impressed Podcast.
Episode 27, man.
Hey, the Hangover episode. You feel me?
Okay, we'll call it that one.
The Hangover episode, you know what I mean?
It was crazy last night, man. We turned that shit into Beta House.
Crazy, man. Keg stands, niggas fucking breaking ping pong tables, throwing up. Everybody was throwing up.
Man. That was my first time doing that shit, though.
Yeah, good times. Probably like my second or third.
Yeah.
Shout out Manuel. Happy birthday, bro. It's actually his birthday today, so.
Shout out Manuel.
Shout out Manuel. Happy birthday, big dog, big dirty 30.
Yeah, that shit was really fun, man. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were lit, bro.
I was for Pete's sake Stifler right there.
Bro, if you guys didn't see, check out his Instagram, man. Homie was doing a cake stand. Imagine we had like 5 niggas holding him up.
You had to bring in a construction crane.
Bro, everybody, once we got him up to do it, everybody was like all happy, like we just won the Super Bowl or something. Like,
oh yeah.
Go! Come on.
Oh, man, he was definitely turning it up.
Oh, yeah, he was drunk. He went from chilling, and I was surprised because I'm like, damn, we're like 8 shots in. I felt pretty sober, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's doing good still. And then like after like 2 cake stands, he was on that. He was
right,
on his level. He was on his level for sure.
He just disappeared. I like never seen him come back into the room.
Him or Victor. Victor was gone too.
Oh yeah.
Victor was gone too because he was trying to keep up too. Usually he's kind of relaxed at the parties. He was trying to take a shot every shot.
I was saying though, it would be interesting to go to a party setting and everybody that's there, right? Like if you say, hey, I want to take a shot, like the whole fucking house has to take a shot.
That's pretty much what we were doing last night.
Yeah.
Because we had the necklaces with the shot glasses. So
I'm sure there was some people sneaking away though.
Oh, there was a couple people.
Know what I mean?
But for the most part, and I was the, you know me, bro, why'd I always end up the dude pouring the shots?
Pouring every shot. He had like this like handcrafted from Mexico, like
never ending bottles, bro. Never ending bottles, bro.
That's what I noticed. So I was like, where's the distillery at?
There was still 2 more bottles. There was like 1 or 2 more bottles that were never popped open.
Oh my God.
Of tequila, and then there was a Jack bottle. There was some vodka bottles that never even got touched.
I seen like the 2 818 bottles got killed.
There's 2 818.
The Casamigos got killed.
There was like 2 Casamigos. There was the handcrafted one.
Yeah.
And then I think there was 1 more 818 in there.
Yeah, we were.
Shout out to Amber. I brought a Casamigos. Amber brought like 2 818s and a Casamigos and the handcrafted one, I think. She was saying that one of her homegirls works at the defect, like where they do the defects and shit. And if it's a defect.
Oh, really? Like QA shit?
Yeah, so she be getting them for the low. I'm about to hit her up and get like 10 bottles.
Hell yeah.
So that's why she came through with like 4 tequila bottles and we were just.
That was fun, man. That was real fun. Shout out to Manny for having us. Shout out to all our family over there, man. It was
good time. Shout out to everybody. That was a great time.
Yeah.
My boy Pete don't even like to drink. He was lit that night.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Lit. Like
they were like, no shots. And then next thing you know, an hour later, you and Bridge are like, all right,
where's it at?
Where's it at? You know, Snorky's always down. My boy Snork.
Snork's always down. He's like, let's do this shit. Hey, but that shit cracked me up. Let's talk about that ping pong table.
Oh my God.
To me, that shit happened in slow motion, man.
Okay, Reefer Rich, man. Shout out Reefer Rich, man.
Bro, that shit happened in slow motion. I was just like, someone got to pay for it.
That was tough. This nigga, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
This motherfucker over here, like, getting in the middle. I'm like, bro, like, why are you getting in the... I mean, I get it, you know.
Because if it was your family, you would have been in the middle, prime middle, too.
No,
if it's Maddie?
I don't know. I'm like...
If it's Maddie, you just gonna sit on the couch and be silent?
Well, the thing is, I didn't know that, like, you know, like, it was, I mean, Maddie knows him, but it was like your guest that you brought. You feel me? So I think that's
but
probably
he
why.
came from, it was like, I mean, they kept saying, they were like, oh, you're +1, like jokingly.
Yeah.
But really, it's Manuel's boy. Like, he's known him just as long as me. Like, they've all known him.
But I'm saying he came in your car, so it's like, you're responsible in a sense. You know
I don't
what I mean?
know. I don't think it was that, honestly. It's just like.
And then I see Snork over there. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Snork? Get out of that. Clear.
I kind of did like incorporate myself into the situation, but then it also felt like it instantly like went into like.
It went to you.
Yeah, it went to me. So
because you dove in at first.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to help the homie out and like just calm the situation. I know what the overall situation is.
I'll tell you how you calm the situation down. Sorry, it's going to get paid for.
But we said that already.
But you were, at first, you're like, we'll fix it.
No, she came in. Okay, so this is what happened. She came in and said, somebody's either going to have to replace it or pay for it. So me, Richie, and Richie, we all talk to each other. We're like, hey, don't trip. We'll all just, go in so it's cheap. It's no big deal. Yeah. We're like, all right, bet. And then I already told her it's already taken care of. Yeah. And then we're jokingly, because I'm trying to calm the situation, because there's a third.
Because I'm like, now you're going to get the person hot.
No, because there's a third party person. Now also get the person hot, but it's not just a person to me. It's like your sister. Like I said, it's like Maddie. So it's like, I might be like, hey, bro, you're going to get Maddie hot, but you know your sister better than anybody.
I'm thinking like, bro, by you just saying, oh, we'll fix it. I'm like, fuck, you about to, change your temperature.
But again, like I said, it's like, if it's just a random person, yes. But like I said, if it was Maddie, your sister,
I get that.
You might be like, oh, we'll fix it tomorrow. Don't worry, just drop it. And I'm not going to be like, oh, no, somebody's got to pay. Bro, I'm literally trying to calm the situation. And the whole point is there's a third party person who's like kind of the owner of it. And then, like, we're trying to calm it down so she gets it calmed down. And so I'm just like, oh, we'll take care of it. I'll fix it tomorrow. It's get done. And this nigga, oh, nah, somebody got to pay for that. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck
I ain't gonna
up.
lie, bro. Like, I was it's fucked up because, you fucking people shit up, right? But I was cracking up because we were all drunk, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Shit
you know
happens.
what I mean? We were all drunk, so it's kind of like, oh, shit. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of funny,
and everybody was already yelling before.
But homie standing over there like, I didn't know.
And you didn't even know.
But I'm over here cracking up in his face.
Yeah, you didn't even know. And he was in there kind of like watching the whole situation. Shit. Not saying a word and shit. So I'm just, but yeah, anyway, shit happened. It got paid for already.
But it was a great night.
Yeah, it was a great night.
Regardless of that, that added to it. That made it fun. Memorable.
Bro, it was funny. We ain't going to forget that.
It's memorable.
Next party, they're going to say for sure, you motherfuckers don't break nothing.
They're going to say, you guys ain't going in that room.
Yeah, for sure.
Which that was lit. That was the room that was lit.
I'm going to be like, nigga, it got paid for. It's like it never happened.
Exactly.
It should be like it never happened.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it got fixed instantly.
I was telling you, like with the basketball hoop, I'm like, hey, Manny, like if I could afford to just pay right then and there, like I would have definitely tried to dunk it.
Oh, that would have been hilarious. Fool, we were fucking, it was funny because before you guys went in there, we were like boxing each other out and playing basketball. Like we were pushing the fuck at each other into the garage and shit. That shit was fun. Man. Good time.
Man, yeah.
Good time.
So what we going to jump into today, man? We got a bunch of things. Let's talk about the hottest thing of the week, I would say, though, man.
What's up?
6ix9ine getting jumped.
Oh, yeah.
They ran up on him.
Real deal.
And they beat him like he snitched on somebody.
Right? Right?
They tore his ass up. Pause.
Singing stupid. Pause. But, yeah, man, it's wild.
But people are... Go ahead.
But, I mean, people are making a lot of good points. It's just like... we got people like George Zimmerman walking around Florida untouched.
Yeah,
stuff like that. And
it was only a matter of time, though.
It was only a matter of time. And the difference between him and George Zimmerman is, at this point, George Zimmerman isn't on the internet every day saying, I can't be touched. That kind of, you're kind of asking for it at that point.
Got you. Yeah. He's like being very trolling about it.
Yeah.
But they're also trying to say that it's like something that he put together. Like Jussie Smollett shit.
Nah.
That
nigga got worked.
He got bro. He was getting some good one. Like
nobody gets that rib stomp on purpose.
Bro, they almost if I'm not mistaken, they kicked him in the face.
Yeah, they kicked him a couple times in the face.
I'm talking about full on, he's trying to block it, and then boom, he gets one right to the face.
I think they said that something happened to his eye socket or something, that he might have fractured it. I'm sure his ribs are bruised. Like, that rib stomp was crazy. It was crazy for sure. I mean, people are always like, oh, how come nobody's ever done anything to 6ix9ine since then? And there's a lot of reasons why. The main reasons is like...
The feds are watching.
Also, I'm not going to crash out. Like, he ain't snitch on me and my people. You know what I mean? He didn't put nobody I know in jail. So for me to go and take a risk and not feed my family and take care of what I need to take care of because something that happened with some whole other people all the way in New York is kind of stupid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it like that.
I wonder how it was, though. I wonder what, if they were in one of the guys seen him and they just called the other guys or something.
Well, yeah, they showed the video and there was one guy that was in there. And then he goes outside, he opens the door to the gym. 2 guys walk in. He goes to the counter and he basically says hey, this is my guest type shit. And then they walk over there and beat the fuck out of him.
They whooped him, bro. They whooped him. I seen another thing where Gunna's looking around.
If it would have been me, I already said, I was like, if I see that nigga, I'm just going to stole on him. Bow. And then when I go onto the news and they try to arrest me and shit, I'm just going to be like, album coming out in May. Follow me, kanesworld.
Use it as a tool.
Who really standing on it? Nigga, follow me up, follow up. But also, if I would have done, if I was that person, if it had something to do with me, I would have just recorded after. If I was gonna record anything, I probably wouldn't have recorded anything. But if I was gonna record something, I'm not gonna record me actually committing the act. Like we would have just recorded them getting up, and then when it goes to court, it's like I don't know who beat his ass. I just recorded this shit.
Yeah, because they were like, I mean, like we live in an age though where like self-incrimination is real.
Yeah, bro.
Like the whole do anything for clout, like is a true statement when you see these guys over there fucking boo bopping him.
He said, I'm gonna be famous now.
And
just bopping him.
He's going to jail. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I wonder how much time you can get for something like that, because it was pretty brutal.
It was pretty brutal. Assault.
But I'm saying, like, fuck, they were like down there trying to kill him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Shit crazy. Did you see I know you seen the Detroit survival training guy? He's like, this is how you avoid getting stopped, whether you're 69 years old, 69 pounds.
Oh, clowning like that,
pretty much clowning and shit.
I seen the thing that were like the whole circling and shit though. Like,
bro, the one where he did on the floor was hilarious. He like grabbed this guy's leg. Like basically it's like as if they were all waiting. It's like you know those Asian films, the karate films, and it's like everybody's waiting to get their turn to fight instead of just jumping on this nigga. It was like that. Like one person stomped him, he grabbed his leg, twisted it, and then the next person came, and then he grabbed his leg, kicked him. I'm like, man,
I will not listen to anything that man's.
No, it's a little different when you getting stomped 5 times at the same time.
But yeah, man, they got 6ix9ine pretty brutal. Finally got it. You know what I mean? It was gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It was gonna happen. I was gonna take it and put it on our page, but I was like, that's a little, like, I think
a little excessive.
You know what I mean? So I didn't put it on our page. But yeah, that's enough 6ix9ine news, man. Let me ask you this though.
What's up?
Like, let's say you see like a dude like beating his girl and shit, you jumping in?
So that's a tough one, man.
I'm talking about you walking on the streets, you feel me? Like, and you just see it happening.
See, it's so double-sided. Like, I have before.
Yeah.
I have before.
So when you, like, just a stranger?
Yeah, like, we're just driving, like, down San Fernando Road, and there's 2 people fighting out there. We didn't, like, hop out and start jumping the nigga, but we said something, and then he stopped.
Got you.
But
I'm saying actually jump in, though.
But like, there's a lot that could go on with that is the thing. Like, I want to say yes, but also you have to understand the risk. There's been a lot of shit that's gone on where it's like, you go jump in to help somebody and then you get killed. You get stabbed for not minding. Like, you know, I mean,
I just call the cops. That's their job to do.
Yeah, it's a rough situation.
I've came across a situation like that before too, when I was like 13 or something, and like see this dude getting his girl, dragging her out of the car and shit. Like, we were kids. I was like, we're not gonna go over there and jump in. So we called the cops, and then the cops came and handled that shit. You feel me? That's what I would say. If you're in that type of situation, that's what you do. Like, you could try to diffuse the situation, but it could just always backfire on you. You know
and then okay, let me ask you this to build on that. If it's your friend, what do you do?
Crack them.
Yeah, for sure. I'll crack that nigga.
Yeah, I think any friend deserves to get cracked and should just welcome that, because it's like, I think sometimes, like we were talking about with the whole Alex Murdaugh thing, you know, dudes going like not, you know, being responsible.
Yeah.
Lay him out real quick and just like explain to him tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I think it's important as a friend to check your friends.
I definitely had friends who did like aggressive arguing and they're going crazy, and I'm just like, bro, don't be doing that shit in front of me. You know what I mean? Like,
you even do. I think you told me that before too.
Probably certain shit you say, I'll be like, hey, you just chill, bro.
Yeah.
But you never done anything to that extent. But
no, not like that. But I'm just saying, like yelling or something. You're like,
yeah, for sure.
Chill,
like,
bro.
Yeah, like you do that shit on your own time, my boy. Come on. Well, you is more like you don't have to do that, but like I'm talking about somebody being excessive, just like, bro, don't be doing that shit while I'm here. Like that shit ain't cool to me. Like that's.
But I'm just saying, like you've like in a situation when I've been yelling and shit. You're like, bro, like chill out, let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, yeah, in that situation, I think you should definitely like just, bro, we ain't Captain Save them. You feel me? That's why the police force gets, you know what I mean? They get hired and paid to do. Let them handle the situation, you know? Of course, police got to come and handle situations, because I don't think a lot of times people like come into de-escalate. It always escalates sometimes.
Yeah, man, shit crazy.
What do you got, man? What do you got on the list, dog?
Did you I know you seen that tornado in Montebello.
Oh, I did see that. Did anybody get injured or anything like that?
I think they said 9 injured or something like that.
That shit's wild, man. Like, it's really happening, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, like when I looked into
Poles are
it,
shifting.
well, when I looked into it, it said that we already have 11 tornadoes in California a year on average, which I didn't know about.
I wonder what's been the biggest one.
See, there was also a huge one in South Central in 1983. I guess it went right past USC and barely missed it.
Wow.
But that one caused a lot of damage too. We got
to get ready for those now, huh?
Yeah, for the most part, it's mostly in Northern California. That's why. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, like I feel like most of us, like from the knowledge I always learned, it was like there ain't no tornadoes in California like that.
I don't remember that.
I was under the impression of that, but once I seen that Montebello one, I looked it up. Yeah, so we get 11 a year. And I was like, that's crazy. I never knew that. But they're smaller.
Yeah,
if you've seen that one, it wasn't like some movie Twister.
Yeah, no. It was
tornado.
just like this wind gust.
Yeah, wind gust.
That almost didn't, like it formed but didn't form.
Yeah, it almost fully formed.
Yeah.
But it was like ripping the top of the warehouse off.
Oh, fuck shit up.
I seen some cars too where they had like metal pieces in the car. Like, and it's like if that metal piece hits you, it's going through your body.
You're fucked.
It's going through your body. You know,
that was pretty crazy, like crazy footage to see and shit. Like, I don't know. Is that a real sign of the whole global warming thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We're gonna have to be running for our lives and shit. Twister chasing us.
Hey, did you see on I think it was on Instagram, Tyrese was on live. Did you see that? And his girl was like, he's talking to his girl and shit. He's like, hey, she's like, to be honest, I wanted Paul Walker. That nigga's face said, what? That nigga was
She's like, what do you think about that statement though? Does that make you like, if that was you, like, are you gonna feel some type of way after that? Like,
you wanted my boy? It kind of make me feel some type of way, but then at the same time,
like, if you're a grown, like we're
at his age, and he's a grown adult, you got to understand that like Paul Walker is a figure. He's an icon. You know, he's a celebrity. Mm-hmm. You know, people get infatuated with celebrities. So she's just saying before she met you, she might have been infatuated with another celebrity. You know?
Yeah, but she said my type, so like it tells me that she likes white men.
Yeah,
you feel me?
But she decided to choose you.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? She chose you over what her type, quote unquote, was.
That's crazy.
Hey, did you see the video of him on Sway? So basically, he was on Sway, and he's like talking about his ex, his baby mama, and he's like, man, he's like, it just hurts me so much, and he's just like super sad, bro. He's like, it hurts me so much, like she comes and drops her off, and she doesn't even like look at the house, she doesn't think anything, and he's like, sometimes I just want to be there and be like, bitch, look back. Do something, you know what I'm saying?
Like what? Like he was saying, like she don't pay him attention, or
like he's like he just wants her to like drop off the kid and like just look back and like he's like, just give me 30 seconds of looking at the house, just thinking about, you know, what we used to have. He's like, but she doesn't even care. That shit made me think of why you wanna act like that? Why you hurting? You know?
Yeah, I got you. Didn't he make that song?
Yes, that's why it's even funnier, nigga. Like, why you gotta act?
Oh man,
that's funny.
I think in that situation, I mean, I definitely would feel some type of way. I'm like, is this like relationship been like not real then? Because if I'm like not your type, then like go find your type, you know?
Yeah, but she, you know, people change their type all the time. Or people be like, I like this certain type, and then you know they end up with somebody else because they just you got
a type.
Yeah, you know I got a type, nigga.
What's your type?
You know my type. Everybody knows what my type is, bro. Don't make me say it again. Everybody knows my type. A little dose de leche. You feel me? Fresh horchata. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that. Tres leches. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
You know what's funny though? Like I think like early on, like when it came to like dating and stuff, like I never looked at like
types.
Well, like I never looked at like, I was always looking at like the Hispanic, you know what I mean? White, black, right?
Yeah.
I never looked at like, you know, the Middle Easterns, the Asians, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where the money's at now.
Where the Armenians at with the Beamers?
I never like,
you know what I'm saying?
But there's some goddesses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
Did you see the poor CEO is facing backlash for leaving his wife because she had dementia?
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
I have that on the list, man. But shit's you know, we kind of dove in on this topic before, like where like if your partner had like an issue, like would you stick around, right? Like some type of like severe issue, would you stick around? And from what I read into is like basically like he says that her behavior is just like totally different with the dementia and stuff, and it's like she needs help with everything and all this shit. I think they've been together for like, I think they got together in 2007 or something like that, and then they got married just recently, like in 2019. And he just, you know, he's like, I'm tapped out. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And me personally, like I would see it being very challenging to stick around with someone with that type of severity of thing. Like, bro, they're gonna forget you type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that's fucking
like,
tough.
what can you do? You know what I mean? Like, she's forgetting you, shit like that. But at the same time, like, maybe jumping to divorce. Because, like, jumping to divorce, like, are you trying to get remarried or, like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, yeah,
like,
he's already entertaining another woman.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the CEO, I wonder how old he is.
He's like,
he's got to be old.
He's like 70, like high 70s.
See, at that age, it's like, do your shit, man. Because, like, you don't got that much time to live. Like, go ahead.
Both of them, bro. They're like high 70s. I'm like,
he's going to have that shit next year, nigga. And you can be right with her next to her and not even know, nigga. And then his wife is going to leave him because she's going to be 25.
Well, no, she's an older woman, too. She's like 59 or something like that.
Oh, shit.
But so she's on her way to that, too.
Oh, shit. She been waiting in the rafters, huh?
No, but you know what? Like, I definitely see it could be a super challenging thing. Like, I would definitely, like, you know, outside speaking, like outside right now, like, I would hope that somebody would stick around for me, but then I would understand, though, too, like, you know, your life, you got to live your life still.
If I do, just let me go. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go. I don't want you to have to keep dealing with me not even knowing you. Like, you can't even get no intimacy out of me or anything.
Exactly,
because
man. Exactly.
I'm not the same guy. You know what I mean?
You're not the same person, you know? Like, you know, they definitely fell in love with each other for some reason. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that reason is no longer there.
Yeah. True.
You know? Because think about it, like, if you had, like, a person that, you know, got into some horrific brain injury accident and now you got to do everything for them and they're just like, they look different. They've gained weight. They don't even seem like themselves anymore. They aren't the same person that you fell in love with.
Yeah.
You know, it's real shit, bro. Like, I think a lot of people look at that and are like, ooh, and on. It's like, no, bro, that shit's real as fuck. Like, why would I want myself, if I'm in that position as like have a brain injury, why would I want to put my partner into that position? You know,
if like 90% of their time with me is going to be about them taking care of me, changing my diaper,
all that, like,
fucking feed me.
If you love me, let me go.
They keep forgetting about me. Like, they don't know who I am. Mm-hmm. They're losing stuff. Also, there's these people who, like, when they have dementia, they try to run away. They're trying to, like, or
they get physically harmful.
Yeah, like I got to put you in a home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at that point, unless I'm literally just going to take care of you. Now, if you've been with somebody for 50 years, it's like we kind of took this plan to go out together.
You know, I mean, I get that, you know, Society says that that's what the norm is, right? But like,
I'm saying,
let's be honest.
That's a good argument too, though, because it's like, okay, let's say you guys got together at 20. This is a little different. You said 2007, they barely got married 4 years ago. But let's say you got together at 20 years old, and you guys are just together. Now you're 70.
Lifelong partners.
You know what I mean? You guys pretty much, once you get 70, you guys pretty much agreed. Like, I wouldn't say you gotta stay with them. Like, you gotta put them in a home and shit. But like, is it really necessary for you to divorce them? Or can you just like continue to, like, bro, you only got, like, to be honest, 5 to 10 more years to live anyways.
Yeah.
Or you might only live like 2 more years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do you really got to divorce and do all this?
He'd probably be on Instagram and TikTok and Tinder like, yeah, I got to do this.
Yeah, he could hit them still. Hit all them old ladies, you feel me? Get that baby powder going, you know what I'm saying?
He's a very wealthy man, you know?
For sure.
But
I'll be doing Leonardo DiCaprio. You'd be seeing me with some like 25 years old, 70 years old, like, what's poppin'?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a very challenging thing. But in that case, I could agree. Yeah. You might as well just stick around. You already been fucking with me for X amount of years. But man, I could just see, like, when you're hit with that at the doorstep and it's right there.
Like I said, I don't think he has to stay with her and take care of her every day and all that. She's gonna go in a home.
Yeah.
She goes in a home that somewhere they're gonna take care of her nice. But do I have to like physically be like, let's sign these papers right now?
Like,
a week
let
later,
me put you through a divorce.
Yeah, divorce right now.
She's
We got to
forget how to sign her name on
Maybe
that
that's
shit.
why. Maybe he's just like, we got to get this done before she forgets like what her name is and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's sad, man. It's a sad thing, but you know,
it's tricky, man. But more power to her. You know, prayers go to her, prayers to him. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's not completely easy how we're just talking about it.
It's not. It's not.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this though. So you know, we live in the world now where like, you know, women are basically, and men. You know, I'm not gonna leave out the men because there's men that are doing it too. But the whole cosmetic surgery thing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that like, and I'm gonna use women as an example because we're gonna, you know, that's what we're doing.
This guy's sexist.
No,
I'm just playing.
Because I mean, like we look at them, and I want to ask you this:
women should be in the kitchen.
No,
make me a sandwich.
I'm gonna chop that up so it could sound like that's what you.
They're gonna make it exactly like that. That's crazy.
No, so do you think that when women do their whole cosmetic surgery, is that for them or is that for us?
Well, I mean, sure they would say it's for them. I would say if it's done right, it's for them.
Okay.
If it's done right, it's for them. Like I know some women who are like, I've always looked in the mirror and I hated this part of my nose. Like,
yeah.
And this was always something I drew to and I just always wanted it for my self-confidence, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's some out there that is for like attention or, you know, but if it's done right, it should definitely be, you know, their own personal, like.
If it's done at all, it should be there. Like, it should be for them.
That's what I'm saying.
You know? If it's done at all, I think it should be for you. If you're going to do cosmetic surgery, it should be 100. Anything you do, it should be for you.
But it can get tricky because you'll be thinking something's for you, but really it's, you know, because.
To gain popularity, to get people to look at you, get that basketball player, get that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But like, so what's your take on it though? Like, because me personally, like, I have no problem with just regular, you know, natural woman. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But we're talking about BBLs and breast implants?
BBLs,
or are we talking about just like there's nose jobs,
cheekbones, all that stuff that they do? Like, are they doing it? Like, is it really to like attract us? Because sometimes the shit looks horrible. Let's just be honest. Like, I've seen women go from being beautiful to literally turning themselves looking like a plastic doll. You know what I mean?
The majority, I would say, this day and age, well, maybe it's just what we see, like a lot of these BBLs and stuff like that is, I mean, sometimes too, these women are getting BBLs just because they feel like their butt's flat and they just don't feel comfortable, or they feel, you know, which also could be about projection and what's going on in the world and perspective and shit like that. But I know some women who just like, literally just like, oh, like I just want bigger breasts. Like I was never been comfortable. Like I feel like they're a little saggy. I feel like they're this, and they just want to feel more comfortable in their own skin.
It's all about confidence and stuff.
Yeah, confidence. You know what I mean? But there's definitely some, like I said, where it's like that whole perspective is like you just see on Instagram all day all these women with big butts getting attention, and you're like, damn, my ass is flat.
Yeah,
like, you know. My shit look like 2 pancakes in a fucking beanbag type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they trying to get their shit together. You know what I mean?
This nigga said two
pancakes in a beanbag. You know
and I just pictured that shit like just all.
My shit look like 2 hockey pucks in a fucking pillowcase. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like I said, man, like I feel like it's cool.
I love them hockey pucks though. Just know
it's cool. It's cool. But I'm saying like, it can get excessive real fast, you know?
For sure.
And I'm like, man, like you went from being this goddess to this. Like, come on, man. Like, you didn't think to stop anywhere. You know what I mean? But then I also do think that, like, a lot of times, like, they think that that's what we want.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I see them on Instagram all day. I'm double tapping the goddamn screen. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So I'm not going to be like a 100% hypocrite about it.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that, like, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, do it for you, you know? I don't really care, you know?
What do you think about men getting a
BBL?
Sure, or any plastic surgery?
I was thinking about getting a BBL, bro, because I want to get OnlyFans
This nigga
too,
trying to get that booty pump. This nigga wildin'. BBL or lipo, nigga? Damn.
I'm going to get BBL, lipo.
This nigga trying to get cheeked up on a Sunday.
I'm going to get the abs and everything.
This nigga.
I heard that they can do all that shit, bro.
Yeah, they will.
That's crazy. I wouldn't do that though. Like, I don't got enough balls to do that. and I have no desire to look
Imagine
like that. Like
he just pops out next summer and he's just got this summer. Like, no way, nigga. Like, you just go ghost for like 3 months. Don't post nothing and then come back like, what the fuck?
You're like, this nigga definitely went to build a bear.
You gonna be one of those niggas with the oil in your muscles and shit? When those niggas put the oil in their shit? That shit look crazy as fuck.
I've never seen that. You're saying like some niggas just oil
You don't
down?
see those niggas? What do you mean? No, their arms, like, they be looking all buff, but their forearms are small and shit.
Nah.
You've seen it for sure. It mostly be like those Middle Eastern or Indian people, and like their shit be all inflated. They put oil in there.
Really?
You've seen it for sure.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. But I always clown about that though. Like, man, what the fuck? Because bro, the girls be, they winning when they, they get to show off their body parts. They winning. Sure. We can't do that. I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. Like, you gotta have to have like a little following or something like that.
That kind of segues into my other question. Like, do you think it's sus if guys get pedicures?
Oh, what is that though? Is that the hands or is that the toes?
Either one, manis, pedis.
I mean, I feel like it is a little bit like it comes from a feminine energy.
Why?
Because I mean, society has taught me that women are in there.
Mister, I don't listen to societies now.
Like I said, it's a like I said. Like, let me finish though. it's a society projected that onto me to make me feel like that.
Yeah,
that it can appear to have a feminine energy when you right there letting the girl touch your toes and you getting them clipped and putting a little like clear nail polish on them and stuff.
But besides society, what do you got to say about it?
No, I don't find anything wrong. I don't do it personally. I've never done it in my life.
You should.
And I hear a lot of people saying that I should do it, but like, I'm a weirdo, bro. Like, I have problem. Like if somebody wants to cut my nails, I gotta cut them myself. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get cut. I don't know.
The pedi is fire, my boy. I was talking this with some coworkers at work. They're kind of trying to clown on me. They're a little bit older, you know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, if you think that a beautiful woman taking care of my toes and massaging my feet, and you feel me, cleaning my shit out, and while my back is fucking getting a massage on the chair, is sus. Shit, so be it. Because I feel like there ain't nothing sus about that.
No, I don't. Like I said, like I just think society has taught me that it's a feminine energy.
Yeah,
doesn't make it real. Doesn't mean that that's what it is.
I guess I probably would have thought that when I was like 13 or something, but yeah, definitely not, man. I just went last weekend.
I know. I seen you all pampered up. This was amazing. We got his face done and everything.
That shit was amazing. And then I put a story post like, should I get clear coat or nothing? Some girl. Beautiful girl hits me up. She's like, you should do gray. Definitely suckable. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, shit, I might just have to next time. Keep talking like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, if that's gonna make it go into your mouth,
is that what we talking about? But no, like that's just an example of just like it's not as strange.
Some people would argue that like that the person that feels that's an issue, they got something wrong with them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think it's I just never done it. I think I've never done it because like I've heard the horror stories of it, like the infections that you can get on your toes and the fucking them cutting too deep and cutting your fucking callus, like I think my mom told me about like fucking them slicing her callus too like too much and like making her shit all fucked up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want people razors.
They took care of my shit. They didn't even know razors. They put the little cheese grater shit. They get all the extra shit that I didn't even know was like on the side of my toes. Like it's not like you see it.
The cuticle.
Yeah, the cuticle. But like when it's gone, you're like, damn, this shit is like I can literally see holes in my shit.
This nigga wants to lick his own toes at that point.
This nigga wild.
You toe lick?
If I do, it's not for me, it's for her. You know what I'm saying? And it's more like in the middle, her legs up. You feel me? I might give her a little lick or something. You know,
I've never done that. I've never done that.
It might just be in the moment, like, oh, this shit's right by my face.
You're not like the niggas from fucking Don't Be a Menace.
Nah. Put a little hot sauce on them.
Ketchup and hot sauce on that shit.
Little freaky shit.
They got hair on them.
I don't know.
No, the toes gotta be fucking like on point. If that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Another thing, me and my coworkers, they were clowning on me about. Let me paint you a picture.
Okay.
Let me ask you. So, you're at work, right?
Yeah.
You're younger. You couldn't really afford an Uber or nothing, right? You have people that pick you up sometimes. So, you're like trying to figure out. You don't have a car though. You're like, You're like maybe like 21 or something, and you're like trying to figure out how you're gonna get home, whatever. And one of your boys from high school walks in. You haven't seen him for years. He's like, "What's up, bro? I haven't seen you guys in forever." Blah blah blah. He's like, "I haven't seen you and Manny forever." I'm like, "Oh, what's good, bro?" He's like, "I was like, we're gonna chill after work." He's like, "Oh, all right, cool." I was like, "By the way, you stay around here? Like, give me a ride home from work, right?" So your boy tells you, "Yeah, I got you with a ride." So 3 hours pass. Your boy pulls back up. He pulls up on a motorcycle. He pulls up on a motorcycle.
You hopping behind that?
Do you take the ride?
Fucking.
Do you take the ride, nigga?
Is it Survivor? I can't take that ride.
I can't take that ride.
Well, me personally, I wouldn't hop on a motorcycle, really. But
You wouldn't?
No, I don't trust that. No, fuck no.
Okay, but besides the whole
society,
besides you and that, I'm saying like if you were somewhat willing to, because that was my only thought was really like the safety of it. Like if I'm gonna ride a motorcycle, I want to be the one controlling it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of scary to put your life in somebody else's hands.
So is it suspect to like go back behind your
I'm asking, is
like,
it? Is it?
I don't think so. No, I don't really think so.
No, so you'll take the ride.
I mean, if I ask for a ride.
Yeah, but you didn't know he was gonna be on a bike, nigga. He didn't tell you. He didn't tell you until he got there. Like,
was it a Harley and shit? Like,
nah, look, he was like a crotch rocker, nigga, like a fucking Kawasaki. Well, no, so it was like a 20-minute ride, and so at first, like, I had like two hands like this on the side. You know, the way people make it seem like, bro, you don't have to have your dick to ass pause. You literally, there's space between you and shit. Yeah. You could just hold on.
So
like,
you've done it before.
This happened to me.
Oh,
this shit happened to me. This nigga, he didn't tell me he had a motorcycle.
When did this happen?
This was like, I was like 21, 22.
Oh, this was back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't know. So I thought he had a car.
I thought you guys just painted this scenario.
No, I was basically like,
painting
I forgot how we came out. Oh, because my boy Billy was talking shit because he had a motorcycle. His fool said some dumb shit, and then I asked him like, "Would you get a ride from a nigga on a motorcycle?" He's like, "Hell no." Nah. He's been riding bikes since he was a kid and shit. He was like, "Never." But you know, he's an older guy. Same guy who was talking about it being sus to get your toes down and shit. You know,
as I'm saying, society has trained men very well.
Well, yeah, especially when you're older, man. Like they're more stuck in their ways. They're not open to other things. But that's besides the point. But so. Basically, we got into the conversation. I told him, and everybody, like some of the dudes I work with are on some more machismo type shit. You know, like I got a couple niggas that are like specialists that are like older gangbangers and shit. Like it's crazy the type of niggas that I work with because like these dudes are super smart and they're like literally fixing $1 million machines and shit. Yeah, but they still like wear a rag and shit. Like I'm like, and they're all tatted on their neck and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like
banged out over there. Huh?
Banged out as fuck. Well, a couple. It would be like it's rare. Like, but it's more like the mechanical people. Gotcha. It's not like the engineers and shit. The engineers are more particular type of people.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, what the fuck? Does that make you some type of way because I've embraced this man to get
You didn't have to hold him like that. You didn't have to embrace him. That's not the word I would use. Like I said,
but what do you do?
So literally I had like my hands like this.
On his like side?
Yeah, like on his side, like on his shirt. But listen,
but you're playing now you're playing.
No, so that's what you think. So at first I was like,
you about to fall off. Man.
No, that's what I thought at first. But then like honestly, bro, somebody could go 70, 80 miles per hour and you could literally just have one hand on their shoulder. It got to a point where I got comfortable and I was just like this. It's not like jerking, like, like you guys are going the same speed. So like literally you could be like this with no problem, 70 miles per hour. So once we got like halfway there or like a quarter of the way there, I was probably like more chill, one hand, one arm, like it was cool. But this motherfucker started going fast as fuck. And like I told him specifically when we got on, I was like, because I'm like, fuck, bro, I don't know. At the time, nothing clicked in my head, but I'm not going to lie to you. Growing up, and maybe like you said, it's society. Growing up, I did like whenever I would see two dudes on a bike, like, I kind of turned my head sideways, like
yeah.
You know.
And then I'm saying, as a kid, like I thought about that too, but as I've matured, I'm just like, bro, like okay.
But even now, if you see two dudes pull up next to you, you still probably gonna.
I might think they're together.
Yeah, you gonna think that's just the first thought that comes to your brain. They're going to get
married.
That's the first thought that comes to your brain. Now me having this conversation and thinking about it, I'm like, and doing it before, I'm like, well, obviously there was nothing with that.
Wrong.
It's just, but we both needed to get to the same destination, and nigga didn't have a car. He had a bike.
I just won't feel safe enough. So
yeah,
that'd be my worry. But so there's nothing wrong with that.
I told him, I was like, go this speed limit, bro. Don't be trying to go crazy and do some weird shit. So we start getting like halfway there. This nigga 75, 85.
Oh no.
90. I'm like, bro, chill. And he thought it was funny, so he kept doing it. And then I told him, chill, bro, chill. I was like, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna keep telling you to chill, but when we get to the house, I'm gonna fuck you up, nigga.
Yeah.
And he slowed down a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? That leads me to something that happened to me in the past. And I'm telling you right now, I wanted to crack homie. Like I wanted to give him a good one, but we would have got fucked off.
Well, real quick before you say that, the other dude that we were riding with, because he came with his boy and they both had motorcycles. They've been riding for like a year or two.
Yeah.
And his boy that was there actually, I forgot his name, but he actually a week later had got into an accident, and they had to cut his skull open because to relieve some of the pressure from his brain and stuff, and he was like in a coma and shit.
Yeah, I seen a nurse. She was talking about like 3 things I would never ever do, and that was one of them. Get on a motorcycle.
I low-key want to get one. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, don't.
I think I'm gonna.
Don't. They say like statistically speaking, like within the first 6 months, you will fall off that bike.
Yeah.
So don't do it, man.
I'm definitely thinking about it.
Don't do it, bro.
Couple of my coworkers got some.
For what?
Because the traffic home is crazy.
So what, man?
It's the difference between that.
And then on top of that, like I would even if I had a motorcycle, I'm not going between cars, especially in California.
But what if it's like a gang of traffic and it's like they
if
can't
it's
even
slow? Then
that's what I'm saying.
maybe.
It's literally bumper to bumper.
But
bro.
niggas still be going through it. I'm just like, fuck no.
They do. But that's why
when I drive, I'm like a lane guy. Like I stay in my lane.
Yeah, exactly. But like a Kawasaki or something like that, those are quiet. But I'll get like a chopper or like a
Harley.
A Harley, only because it's louder. Loud. They can hear you coming and shit.
That's what me driving. That'd be like my biggest thing, because like I be trying to look out for them and shit.
Yeah,
like
for sure. I move over and shit for sure.
Yeah, I be trying to look out, and I definitely try to hear them before.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nurse was talking about the 3 most horrific injuries, even with the helmet or not. Like you get fucked over, sure. Dog. You know what I mean? So yeah. Nobody's signing off for that, so don't come to me, nigga.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, hey bro, I need it. Nope. Fuck no. What was I gonna say? About the whole speed thing. So I had a boy, bro. He was kind of like, I'm not a boy. I mean, he ain't my boy. Let me take that back. He ain't my boy. Some dumbass nigga. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, he was my brother's homie. Of course, go figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we were drinking and shit, and then like we took off, bro. And this fool like had some type of problems, low key. Like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He had a lot of he was dealing with a lot of shit. But anyway, this guy, bro, we're right there on Balboa, fool. Like on Van Owen and like Balboa area, and he is Woodley and Van Owen, like that where the airport's at. He is smashing through the streets, bro, starting at 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I'm telling him the whole time, hey, fool, slow the fuck down. And he just keeps punching, and he's like, has this look in his face, bro, like he was like not there, nigga. Like he was just, I don't know what was wrong with this guy.
Yeah. And
like, I'm like sitting in the front, I'm like ready to like literally just like reach over and just hit him going 50, 60 miles an hour on the surface street. And he was just showing no signs of stopping, you know? So like, I'm like, hey, forget like pull the fuck over. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out. Like, we're like, you know, probably like 3 miles away from my house. I was like, I'll walk the rest of the way. Nigga, like, fuck you, you know? He's like, oh, don't trip. I was just fucking with you. Like, bro, like, you're not all there. There's something wrong with you, you know? So we wound up just dipping out, but I was about to crack the fuck out of him, bro.
So hit that e-brake.
We would have been fucked, bro. I was gonna crack the fuck out of him. But let's see. What else do we got here, man? What else we got? Let's talk about this big ass thing that's been happening all week, man. The TikTok ban that they're trying to do. The U.S. government is trying to stop TikTok, man. What is your take on that?
I mean, I feel like we like focus in on TikTok particularly, and it's like every social media is causing all the things that they're complaining about. I think the main complaint and worry is that it's owned by the Chinese. But also I heard Andrew Schultz like put a very good perspective on it. And basically what he was saying is like the genius part about TikTok is not whether they're taking information and stuff like that, which also is like a big possibility, which is everything though. But is actually because what they're doing to us in the long run is because when it comes to China, the things that get promoted and get like entertained and will get the most likes and views is things like engineering, science, things of that nature. The things that get promoted over here is dancing,
trendy things,
twerking, stupid stuff,
challenges.
So it's different stuff that they're promoting. So it's like in a short term that means nothing, but in a long term, what it says to our youth is basically, why would I become an engineer when I could just become a TikTok dancer or be a twerker or be something like that? But what it tells their youth is, I could find more in doing things that'll actually promote my country and like actually get us further in advancement. So that in the long term, I'd probably is like their strongest asset and like strength and what they're like the main thing I could see them.
I mean, but that's not. But what I'm saying is that's not the government's reason. That is not why our U.S. government was to shut it down.
Why is it?
It's of course because they're trying to save privacy issues, right? And as we know, the Russians and the Chinese are making big plays.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I don't know exactly what, but it's something about the yen or the whatever currency.
Russia said that they're now going to use the yen to trade instead of the U.S. dollar.
So the fact that they're getting more in bed with each other, it's basically frightening the U.S. government. Like, we ain't the biggest fear mongers in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
And another thing is that TikTok is fucking crushing Facebook and Meta, bro. And Facebook and Meta is very, very well in bed with the U.S. government. CIA, FBI, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a pretty much like a threat to that.
Yeah.
The special interest, bro. Like the people that fund, excuse me, Facebook, I'm sure funds a lot of government officials and Congress.
For sure.
You know? So they're not happy. Facebook's not happy.
They're like, you're giving them your information and not us?
Bro, exactly. And the thing is that a lot of the bigger investors, you know, like, I don't know exactly particular, but let's say Coca-Cola and all these people, they're seeing that the user daily user rate is going down on Facebook.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they're not going to keep throwing money there. Because I feel like Facebook is trying to do everything they can to not crumble. And all those investors are coming in and saying, hey, well, TikTok is where to go. So they're throwing their money there now.
Yeah.
So it's a special interest, bro. It's just because there is special interest, that's why they're like, fuck this. And then on top of that is because, and we talked about this before, TikTok is single-handedly right now, bro, the most conglomerate of information. It's like being able to walk into a room with engineers, scientists, you know, spiritual people, you know, creative people. It's like being able to sit in a room with them and essentially pick their brains, bro.
Yeah.
You know, think about how many times people have watched stuff on TikTok and then went and built a business on it.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? It just comes down to like they can't control it enough.
But my argument with that, besides the control part, is that like I said, like those same videos, most of the people that are uploading to fucking TikTok, they're uploading on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're uploading the same exact videos.
Yeah.
But that's when I think, like I said, it comes into what's being promoted. Like when I go to my TikTok, I see a lot of different things. Like I see food, I see this, I see that. When I go to my Instagram, it's pretty particular. It's motherfuckers fighting. Yeah. It's fucking butt cheeks. And shooting. For some reason, that shit's all my shit is. If you go to my Explore, that shit, the first reels that you see on there is niggas good fighting every time. Shit, yeah. I'm like, damn, I must be clicking on these motherfuckers too much.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. You interact with it.
But whenever I go to TikTok, I see some pretty entertaining, like.
I'll tell you right now, bro. To me, TikTok has done a really good job, bro. Like the CEOs and everybody that's over there. Not to mention, they have 3 members on board that are American, and they're not even. They have 2 offices, one in LA and one in Singapore. Yeah. So they're not really. They're privately owned. They're not government from the. They're not the Chinese government that owns it. It's Joe Schmo and the fucking chairmans and boards that own it.
But I'll be honest, I still don't trust that motherfucker, nigga. If it's in China, if it's based in there, I don't give a fuck if you say, oh yeah, but we got a headquarters over here. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Hey, the nigga who owns it, that nigga's going to sleep in China, nigga. And a nigga could go knock on his door and be like, hey, my boy.
No, but look, let me tell you why this is another threat.
You want your shit to keep going or not?
Let me tell you why this is another threat to the U.S. government, man. So when it came down to the COVID-19 shit, okay? Yeah. Our government controlled the narrative 100%. CDC controlled the narrative 100%. They made these guidelines. They could feed, let's say Fox News. They could feed whatever story to the masses. Then you go on TikTok and you get these actual scientists and medical professionals in the field reporting on the same shit that Fox News is reporting, but they're giving it to us the real.
Yeah.
Fox is giving it to us in that fear invoking, you know what I mean? How can we keep controlling? How can we keep controlling? How can we control this narrative? So that's why they feel like it's a threat. Like I said, it's a conglomerate of information. We're going to deal with misinformation, especially nowadays, right?
Yeah.
But when you have medical professionals, scientific research professionals, people that like day in and day out are in the hospital saying whatever like fact that the Fox News is trying to fucking give us, they're coming in and debunking that.
Yeah.
That's a threat.
Yeah, but
you know?
like I said, I feel like we're picking on TikTok a lot when it comes to that shit because that same information, I go to YouTube right now and find it.
For sure.
And I find that's the whole thing that we talked about last time.
The reason they're going after is because of the whole Chinese and Russians.
Yeah, like I said last time, the public media, we talk about that shit all the time, is like, or what is these private media where it's just random people, and yeah, they do give us the real. Also, some of it is not fact, but they do give us the real, but they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Yeah. It's not just TikTok.
And well, like I said, the reason that I would say that TikTok is a threat is because of how fast and how big it grew, and it's created this like this new wave of basically like critical thinking, dog. You know what I mean? Critical thinking, going out there building your business. You got people on there speaking about tax breaks and how to do that. You got people on there speaking about how to do real estate. You know what I mean? You got people, you got doctors coming in there. You got law enforcement, like people trying to show the brighter side of law enforcement. So you got a lot of great quality videos and stuff in there. They're trying to point out these challenges that dumbass kids do.
Yeah,
they have no control over that. TikTok does actually. I've never came across a video on TikTok that I felt was like kind of a little bit like edgy, you know what I mean? Like I've never seen nobody get shot on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't see fights on TikTok really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said fucking the word trash and they like blocked my pic, my post. You know what I mean? So they do a really good job at like the whole, like what we're gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Compared to like Instagram, you said.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I just think that they might get it. You know what I mean? They might. I just don't like it though. Like I don't like I understand that there has to be government. There has to be somebody that's gonna like there has to be somebody that's gonna like kind of keep things under control. But I don't like the whole idea. Like, bro, I enjoy going on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that there's somebody gonna come in and say, well, we don't like it, so you can't have it.
Yeah.
And if you like that, or anybody else, I'm like, how? How can you like that? Like, how can you accept that as the people?
Well, I get that too, but it also maybe there's shit we don't know, one. And two, I definitely do think that it's clear that I don't know about the information. I'm not a fucking hacker or like cybersecurity expert. I don't know about that. But what I do know is, like I said, the part that I mentioned was they definitely promote very informative and better things in China. They also in China have it in place where you cannot use it after a certain time. That kids can't use it after a certain time.
That's anybody right now. 18, anybody under the 18.
Well, no, they just, because of all this going on, they made that rule here. But that wasn't the rule before.
And then they're trying to ban it from kids in general.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of clear when it comes to that. Why is there different ruling for what goes on in their own country than what goes on here when it comes to how do you use this app? I think that's like the clearest one. Whether it be misinformation and stuff like that, I don't know. But when it comes to, here, if you want to be an engineer or you want to do architecture, you want to do something like that, we're going to promote you more in China. If you want to use this in the US, you can make a fucking sandwich. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very clear, a clear difference, which they put into effect.
That's an algorithm that I mean, I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know what they're doing as far as like behind the scenes to make it like that. I don't. But why is the U.S. I will stand on why the U.S. government sees that as a problem, because it's too informative.
You don't see that as a problem though?
What?
In the long term? Kids thinking that like that basically everybody in this country thinking that the way to make it is doing dance moves, twerking, shit like that. What is that going to do to a society after 50 years? What is that going to do to when all the kids just want to be
YouTubers,
and nobody wants to be a doctor?
Nobody wants to be a doctor.
Nobody wants to. What is that going to do?
But the thing is that that's not the truth, though. That's not the truth. That is not the truth, because like I said, there is plenty doctors on there that is basically birthing the next generation of doctors. There's plenty law enforcement. There's plenty lawyers. There's plenty tax people on there that is promoting that side of the shit.
They're on there, but what is getting promoted the most? What do all your nieces and nephews want to do? They never want to be no doctor no more, like we used to when we were kids.
I get that, but what I'm saying is I'm not gonna I don't think that that's the agenda they're pushing there. You feel me? Like there's plenty of other shit on there, bro.
I don't know. I think from what I've heard,
it depends on what you are tapped into.
From what I've heard, it's been proven that it's literally pushed. It's a different algorithm that's pushed.
I don't know. I wouldn't speak.
But
on that.
I do know if you just probably a bunch of doctor stuff, you probably get more doctor stuff.
But I'm just speaking from like the positives, bro. Like there's positive and negatives in anything, and the positives of that shit is that there's people on there teaching a lot of valuable business information. There's a lot of people on there teaching a lot of valuable career choices and stuff like that. You feel me? That is birthing the next generation of that stuff. So them trying to single out TikTok, like you said, there's YouTube, there's Facebook, there's it's all over. Like our fucking attention and what's grabbing people's attention is on all these platforms.
I don't completely agree, but I don't completely agree with that, with the fact that that they should be picking on TikTok specifically. But I do see the importance of monitoring what's going on and what's brought to us by a whole nother country, possibly. And like, you can't just let everything go and be like, but
TikTok's done a lot less harm than than like people will try to make it out to be.
For sure, as of right now. But also, there's a lot of harm going on when it comes to attention spans.
I mean, but that shit happened a long time ago. As soon as we started getting the internet or start getting a phone.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, it's been like that, like, and now, of course, they're pushing the shorter content, so now we're like, focus is just, I get it. Like, of course, there's going to be like a withdrawal from this shit in 20, 50, 30, 40 years, whatever, But what I'm saying is that I, as an American person, that wants to believe in that we have a freedom, I don't like that our government's going to come in every time when they see it fit to say, well, you guys aren't going to get this. We're going to control this.
Do I fully believe in our government to make the right choices and make it directly on, what's good for the people and stuff like that? And it's not, we all know a lot of stuff is based on money. No, I don't think that. But do I also want somebody to keep an eye on some things that I cannot when it comes to foreign countries? As we know, like when it comes to communism and the things that are going on in China, just like if Russia came and they made an app and America was just using it, yes, do I think that America might step in and do some funky shit based on their own goals and their own wants? Yes, but do I also not want them to just completely let Russia fucking have their own app that fucking Americans use? And
bro, there's just so many privacy issues, so that shit doesn't even make sense. It's like,
but would you trust that? Are you gonna trust that?
Bro, Facebook alone, like the fact that we carry a fucking cell phone with us alone every single day, there's privacy issues every single day.
No, but it's not about the privacy issue. I'm saying about a foreign country.
That is a privately owned business. That is,
but do you want somebody
located in China?
Do you want somebody
have anything to do with?
I'm asking you, do you want somebody to at least look into it? You're saying it like you know all the answers. What I'm saying is I don't know the answers, and that
bro, they don't like the Chinese government doesn't have any involvement in a personal private
How
country.
The fuck do you know that?
Because they literally said this on the stand just recently.
That doesn't mean they're telling the truth.
Hey. Like I said,
nigga, just like Facebook. What does Facebook say? We're privately owned. It's fucking Mark Zuckerberg, blah, blah, blah. And we all know that's not true.
But they're in bed with,
exactly. So it's like, it could be the same shit. I'm not saying I don't believe him. I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying America is just fucking doing it all for the best interest of the people, because how often do they? It's usually about money, or it's about something else. Higher up, something else. So I get that. But what I'm saying is, also, we do have to have checks and balances when it comes to these countries that are doing things that generally we don't agree with, and their general population goes through things like their general population is not allowed to see certain things on the internet. Their general population is not allowed to do certain things. We don't want our country, there's a lot of things we don't want our country to go through to do the things that they do.
I just feel like
so to have a check and balance, it's fair.
I get that, but I just feel like it's just little shit like this. It's something like because it's pretty fucking small. It's like this app, right? But like it's little things like this that set us up for a lot more control that we have never even fucking like experienced before. With little things like this, this is like it's small stuff like that that's gonna open the door for like a bigger martial law type of thing in my eyes. And the more and more that we just sit back and be like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's like, no, bro, it's not fine. It's not fine that the government sees fit when they want to jump in because there's a threat towards them. No, I'm telling you right now, bro, I will put my money on it, dog. It has nothing to do with privacy issues. It's just a fact about what's going on politically. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I did see some of those. The questions they were asking them were pretty ridiculous.
Bro, the whole Wi-Fi question is stupid as fuck.
Yeah,
they were trying to like, and like I said, they were trying to like say, oh, these challenges. I on my algorithm when I watch it, bro, I have like not one time seen something that was like of a negative.
Like, oh, drink Tide Pods or some shit.
Yeah, I've never seen any of that type of stuff, bro. Like, or like the holding your breath and like that stupid game that kid. I've never seen none of that, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not happening, but for them to try to push that as the main reason, like, bro, you're not gonna fucking fool me. That's just what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's where I stand on it.
But yeah, we'll just have to see how this thing breaks down. Like I said,
I mean, I like it. Me personally, I like TikTok a lot. All over everything right now. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think it's the best for quick information, good entertainment, things of that nature. Just like I'm not arguing with you over the fact that whether, like I said, America is doing it for their own interests. Some of the questions were ridiculous.
Redundant ass questions.
Whether there's a possibility that it has nothing to do with the government, that's all a possibility, and that's what happens when.
I think it comes down to this.
That's what happens when you're at the bottom of the pyramid. You know what I mean? You don't exactly know what's going on in the background, and so me not knowing, that's what just pretty much makes me admit that they're also. Yes, we don't want to be, we don't want choices made for us. Just like speaking about China or North Korea or Russia, they're only allowed to see certain information, shit like that. Yeah. Like basically, I see what you're saying, that it's like a possibility of us going down that same road because they're capping us out on what we could see. But I also believe that there should be a check and balance system when it comes to these corporations that are based in other countries that I won't say is an enemy of ours, but also has interests against us. Like when there is, like you said, Russia and China linking up together and doing stuff, and then having a company that's based there, even if they're not doing something right now, for all we know, Russia and China could be planning something, and the Chinese government could go directly to that guy's house and say, hey, I know we weren't doing shit before, but we need all that info now.
No, look.
That's a possibility.
I'll say this, though. Like, so where I stand with that whole Russia, all these other countries that are supposedly the bad people, I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a bad guy pointing out another bad guy.
For sure.
You feel me? So, like, that's what I'm saying. I can't sit here and stand like, yeah, I'm in America. So fucking what? That's where I was born. You feel me?
Yeah.
But am I going to sit here and stand and be like this, like super proud American? No, bro, because we've done a lot of shit, and we're always going to point the finger at someone else when we're the ones punching people in the mouths. So that's where I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I can't 100% say that, oh, just because Russia and fucking the Chinese government are saying, we're going to trade with each other and we're not going to use the US dollar. I don't see that being like, okay, yeah, for the value of our money, that might be bad, right? But does it make them bad for doing that, like basically business move? No,
but I'm not saying it makes them bad. And again, we all know that like, we talk about other countries. We're talking about Putin, crimes against humanity, but then also at the same time,
his speech was great.
Also at the same, who's Putin's
speech?
I didn't even hear, but besides that, but what I'm saying is, we talk about people's crimes against humanity and stuff like that, but then at the same time, we blow up people in Syria, things like that. But that's not what I'm speaking on. I'm just speaking on in general the fact that, and
you did say something about like basically them doing, like they have ill intentions towards us. You did say that.
So look at what I said. So for me to clarify, what I'm saying is, for you to think that two of our biggest competitors
Okay.
Two of our biggest threats, whether they're coming after us, whether we're throwing the rock at them or not, that does not change the fact that they're a threat. Two of our biggest threats coming together and having meetings. Yes, maybe they cannot take us down as one.
Who said that they're a threat?
They are.
Who said that?
It's obvious. If you have two eyes, you could tell.
Who said that? Our U.S. government said that?
No, nigga, that's not what I'm saying. I said
the one that go blow up innocent kids.
I'm saying
day?
If you have two eyes, nigga, if you have a nigga next door that's fucking 6'10" and nigga looks like he's stealing shit around the house, wait, I didn't say he is. I didn't say he is. I said he looks like he is, and you know he carries guns.
Appears to be.
You just know. No, it's just okay. Let's put it in sports. Let's put it in sports, nigga. Okay. You have the Lakers, right? Okay. Now you have the fucking the Bucks, and then you have the Bulls, right? Okay. The Bulls are Russia, the Bucks are fucking China, right? And they're getting better and better and better. At a point, and also the whole little bro thing, we've been little broing them the whole time. At a point, the little bro is gonna stand the fuck up. Not saying he doesn't have a reason to, but still at the same time, if I'm the big bro, I need to make sure this shit stay the way it is, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think. Nigga, it's a threat. It's not about whether we think they're doing something wrong or they're actively doing shit, whatever. The point is a threat, nigga. If you don't think niggas is hacking it, they said that they have information that China had hacked into some of our cybersecurity systems. They know it for a fact. But whether you believe that or not, just know.
I would wonder why though. Like, I question why though. I question the why.
But does it matter?
Yes, it does.
Why?
Because if a motherfucker is punching me in the face, I deserve to punch them back.
Okay, but me being the motherfucker that punched them, do you want them to punch you back, or do you want to keep them down?
If that's what the karmic fucking energy brings, then that's what it brings.
Good for you, nigga. But I even though it's not right.
Now, if somebody's gonna rush into my house and do something, of course I'm gonna protect myself. But does it make it wrong that they're fucking coming back?
I'm not saying it makes it wrong.
Hell no.
I'm not saying it makes it wrong or right. What I'm saying is if a nigga's been held down and I'm on the winning side, nigga, I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
It don't make it right though.
It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
So you're telling me that us going into countries and blowing up fucking innocent people is right?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so if they're coming back and doing that to us, it's obviously because something has been done.
Obviously, over years, a lot of shit has been done back and forth.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been a lot of the U.S. punching motherfuckers in the mouth and then trying to play victim.
Okay. But so
I don't stand
so
here
you're okay
with this political bullshit. Like, bro, I'm gonna see it for. You're not gonna fool me, is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying anybody's fooling me, but
I'm just saying. They're like, my fucking veil is off. I don't give a fuck. These fools could say this, and I'm gonna be like, nope.
Yeah, but you're saying it as if I'm speaking on it as of like, oh, you're letting the government tell you that, blah blah blah. No, nigga.
Yes, you did. You said that they have ill intention. Who told you that?
I did. Who said I never used the word ill intention?
Yeah, you said that.
I just said competitors.
You said, no. Before you said, what if China and Russia are getting into whatever, and you know that they have ill intention towards us? Nobody knows that they have ill intention.
But you said yourself, we did shit to them. We most likely did shit to them.
We have.
So then they have ill intention. Why the fuck would they not? If you were the little bro for so long, would you not have ill intent? Do you not want to at some point raise up and fucking take over?
Yeah.
Then that's ill intent.
You better expect it. But what I'm saying is it wrong?
No, but we weren't talking about whether it's wrong or not, or whether it's...
And is it right that the government's trying to single out fucking tell me, I'm not gonna be able to use something I've been using to build my business over these fucking past couple years that I can no longer use?
Yeah, but
because why?
You're responding
because you said
you're responding to shit I never spoke.
You
on.
did say you said ill intent.
No, okay, like I said. But we're talking about whether it's wrong or not. You're speaking on it's not wrong. I never said it's not wrong. All I said is the fact that it's happening, and it's like, so what? Do you just let it?
Of course, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, right? We don't know. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. I will give you that. But what I will say is that we've done a lot of damage to a lot of people over those, like not us, of course. We're just fucking, unfortunately, we're just the people, bro.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers at the top, they've done a lot of fucked up ass things. But then they want to sit back and then just play victim. And I'm like, I'm not going to let them, like, bro, I used to think as a kid that if I go to Iraq, I'm going to get blown up.
Yeah.
I used to think that as a kid, bro. At 9/11, when that happened, and I seen fucking Al Qaeda and fucking Bin Laden, them blasting it for hours upon hours, it programmed me to think that when I go out to a beautiful restaurant, because I've heard there's very beautiful restaurants in Iraq and in all these Middle Eastern countries, they made me think that we will die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand for that no more.
Yeah. But again, like I said, well, speaking on whether there's a veil over people's eyes and whether the government...
Let's keep going.
Whether thinking on like the veil over people's eyes and the government is fucking like doing shit, that's a whole nother thing. I'm just talking about in general.
I know you don't like to jump into that shit, bro.
Well,
but it's
no,
real.
I'm just speaking.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's real as fuck.
It's not about
that.
It's not about that. But
you
what I'm
go
saying,
look though.
I have looked. But I'm saying that's not the point to me. Is whether it's right or wrong. Whether I think we should continue doing it. Whether I know that we throw a rock and hide our hand. Whether I think that fucking, like I said, we go after Africa because whatever it was, because they're making laws against homosexuals.
Oh yeah,
Uganda and shit. But then at the same time, Syria has the same laws. Yes. Whether I think that, I'm not speaking on that. I'm not saying
I couldn't pick a side, but I'll just say right now I'm on the side of myself.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying on is that we are in America, and when it comes to the future of where my kids are gonna live, where my mom's gonna live, shit like that. Also, just saying that I don't want nobody to take a blind eye and be like, well, we did do some bad shit before, so fuck it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying you put down your defense, you feel me? Like, of course, we need our military, we need the defense, right? But what I'm saying is that, like, I am no longer going to let them cook the narrative and then swallow it.
What I'm saying is to have it's a plain fact to think, because you're arguing with me whether they're competitors or whether they have ill intent, shit like that. Clear competitors. Why would they not be competitors? You even said yourself, we've done shit to them.
Look at all your shit, bro. Everything comes from China. For like, if you ask me, the U.S. fucked up a long time ago, and now if China wanted to do some shit, they could fuck us up, basically, in the sense of trading and all that stuff.
No, for sure.
Imports, everything. It would fuck us up because we've been so like sustained by that country. You know what I mean? I really don't know where all this Chinese stuff brewed up. I thought we had a great relationship with China, to be honest with you. I know
the little bro shit, nigga. You don't who wants to be the little bro forever? But to think that,
and we're the police of the world.
I'm not. Yeah, but for me, yeah, exactly. Nobody likes that. But I'm saying for me, to think that they're not competitors, to think that there's not no ill intent there, to think that two of our biggest competitors are sitting in the same room having a meeting for hours and actually like creating a bond, and the one thing that is a biggest threat to us is these two people creating a bond, is a serious thing.
But what if that? But let me ask you this: what if we're right there sitting with China and having this bond created? Like, does Russia have something to worry about? Does does that make it better for you? Like, I think it's just
it makes it better for me. It does make it better for me.
No, because I'll tell you right now, when shit hits the fan, you ain't gonna be good either. None of us will, dog.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, is it better for me to be? And
you feel more safe and secure with our own government? You tripping?
I would feel more safe and secure than somebody else's government.
I'll tell you right now, they'll come and spread the gas, watch you die, and then make a memorial about it.
No, for sure. But I think we're arguing about two different things, because, like I said, I'm pretty much arguing with you about the fact of, if you think that Russia and China being in the same room and having a meeting, and our two biggest competitors, our only threat, like I said, our threat isn't one of them. Our threat is 2-on-1. Just like, let's put it into gang terms.
But we have a bunch of allies too,
Let's say, but they're not as strong and as big as them. You're talking about France. You're talking about Europe. They're not as like
it's big. Their militaries are big.
Their military is not as big. Our two biggest threats is China and Russia coming together. That's an obvious fact. I don't know if you don't believe that, you're fucking high. If that's
I guess, I mean, that's what the government has told me, dog. That's what when I turn on Fox News, that's what Fox News is telling everybody.
It's because you're so anti Fox News. It's not about Fox News. It's about your fucking eyes. What do your eyes see?
Exactly.
What do your eyes see?
What my eyes see is an illusion. This is what they're showing you, but this is what's happening on in the fucking background. You think we ain't in bed with fucking we definitely were in bed with fucking Russia when Donald Trump was in office. He was having lunch and brunch with this motherfucker Putin.
He was trying to calm the tension because that nigga wanted to.
Which is cool. But what I'm saying is that, like, bro, we do those same things that these countries are doing, but we want to, like, point the fingers. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine. I know we do the same thing. We agreed on that.
I stand with, if it happens, so fucking be it.
I guess that's your look on it. Like I said,
so fucking be it, bro.
If I put it into gang terms and I say there's 2 gangs and we're all in the same city, there's 3 gangs. Those 2 gangs are getting together 50 and 50. There's going to be 100 of them now and there's only 50 of us. Nigga, we need to start taking these niggas out, figure some shit out, because if not, these niggas about to run through us and fucking pile drive us, nigga.
Look, I hear that.
Straight up. That's all I'm saying.
I hear that, but I'm going to just say 2 wrongs don't make a right. Whatever happens, dog.
Okay, all right. Well, I think, like I said, I think you're so anti-society and Fox News and shit like that. I'm not talking about Fox News. I'm just talking about what my eyes can see and what's obvious is like.
Bro, we've been programmed really well. We have. Because, like I said, bro, you use the word ill intent. You do. No, has anybody.
And you agreed with ill intent.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said we've done plenty of shit to them. Why wouldn't they?
We have done ill intent.
Exactly. So why
We've done it.
Okay, so if you did some ill intent to somebody, you think they don't want to get back? Never. They will. Look into it, bro. We told China that we were not going to pay them their money back. You don't think they got ill intent for that? Us saying fuck you, we're not going to pay you, and that's not just Fox News. I don't think if the government and Fox News was so against it, I think they wouldn't even put that out. That's a fucking fact. We told them literally, we're not going to pay you back. Nigga, that's ill intent. We fucking...
Well, I'm just saying...
What we did to Japan,
when I see
that's
flash,
ill intent.
When I see it flash across the thing saying, Russia is threatening to do nuclear war, that is proper fucking ganda.
No, I think, yes, they're going for ratings.
They're trying to turn that shit up.
They know what draws ratings.
Exactly,
that's going to be that's specific. But now you're talking about not only propaganda, but you're also talking about just advertisement.
No, I'm talking about the news. If you don't think that the news is owned by like a few people,
no, I think it is.
It's like,
no, I think it is. But what I'm saying
is, to paint that picture.
What I'm saying is that's 90% propaganda. 80% propaganda. 20%. This is obviously what's going to draw eyes and get people to watch our shit for a longer period of time because they want to see what the fuck we're talking about. That's obvious.
But where does that come from is what I'm saying. They're not putting it up only because of that, though. They're putting up that shit because it is fear invoking, dog. And it's going to make people think that there's an imminent threat when there is no threat.
How do you know there's no threat?
It would have happened. It would have happened, dog. It would have fucking happened.
No,
bro.
There's a lot of checks and balances that come with the threat, nigga.
It would have happened, bro.
It's like, nigga, am I gonna go do a drive by on this nigga right now, knowing that if I don't kill him, that he's gonna come back and fucking shoot up my grandma's house?
We just know.
That's obvious. You obviously wait to make your move. You find out. You get information, shit like that. Like I said, I believe in propaganda. I understand that's going on, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's real.
I'm just saying that
you would feel safer knowing that motherfuckers are ready to go. I get that. I understand that. But am I going to stand on that and say, hey, I feel in danger of my life? I feel more in danger of my life by my own government than I do of that government. Like I said, bro, they will drop the towers and build a memorial so you to go pay respects to the people that they fucking killed. That's where I stand on it.
Well, that's that, you know.
That's why I stand on it, man. Like, we can keep going. Let's keep cooking. Let's go.
I mean, I don't really got nothing more to say about that. I feel like we kind of, communicated enough about that particular thing. Like, yeah. I think you.
So that's where a lot of my shit stems from, bro. It's like I really believe that we will throw the fucking first punch, play victim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm aware of all this shit. I'm not.
It's so hard for me to.
I'm aware of all that. I'm aware of, like I said, the Syria thing. I'm aware of all the times we started war. I'm aware of how there's a big thing about us going to war with Afghanistan for more gasoline than anything, even though we're choosing to say that it's about
weapons of mass destruction.
Well, mass destruction, or them not letting people be free, but yet we still let them do the same shit. And there's other countries doing the same shit. We let them be.
And I guess why I speak so passionate about it though too is that because I can't, like I said, bro, they literally painted that picture for me as a kid, and I truthfully believe, like, if someone had said, oh, we're going to Afghanistan, I ain't going to Afghanistan, I'm about to get blown up. Like, I literally believe that, bro, and I think that right there is exactly their purpose. You know what I mean? The reason that they're blasting that shit is.
But if you think that there was no danger to Americans going to Afghanistan at that time, there definitely was.
Well, like pre 9/11.
Uh,
You're saying, or like, because I mean, I know there was like Desert Storm, which was in Kuwait.
well, after for sure.
We've had plenty of war
After
going
9/11
on.
for sure.
Yeah, no, well, that's the thing though, because like it's almost like this though too, man. Like, do you see any other country driving through your town right here?
What do you mean?
Do you see any other soldiers that have a Russian badge or something like that driving through your town?
No.
So the same way you want to protect your town is the same way that they want to protect theirs.
Yeah.
If you come in and try to police my town and tell me what to do, and you know, and we do know that they went in there guns blazing at times, okay? You're gonna, same way that you're talking about protecting your shit now, you're gonna do it if you're them. You feel me? Yeah. So does that make it wrong? No.
Well, no.
Is there a chat? Like, was there? You said it would have been like terrifying to go, you know, and it would have been probably trouble if you go after 9/11. Yes, you're right, because you motherfuckers are in my country trying to fucking take over my shit. Whatever you're trying to do, my resources, whatever it is, I'm going to protect it. So if just us regular Americans were over there, it probably was some trouble too. You know what I mean? I could see why it would be trouble.
Yeah, but also like what you're reiterating is like shit that I've seen in YouTube videos and shit like that, where it's like, yes, obviously like they have reasons to protect their city, shit like that. But is there also views and things that they were doing to people and shit that like did deserve some kind of policing? Whether, we are super picky and choosy with the policing and who we're policing, and there's other people doing the same thing in other countries.
Outrage.
So it's very selective, but at the same time, like, is there women getting their head cut off? Is there fucking kids getting killed in the middle of the street? Is there like, but then at the same time, of course, there's stuff like that going on in Mexico. There's stuff going on like that in other countries that we don't step a foot in. Yeah. We pick and choose? Do we decide to pick and choose because there's oil and there's actually also a benefit for us? Yes, that's obvious, but to say like I just have all the answers, I don't. And just like you don't like watching Fox, you also have to question these YouTube videos of when you see a nigga saying that he knows for a fact, like, oh, there's these beautiful restaurants and look at all this, and nobody would trip on you and shit like that. Because we don't fucking know.
I mean, that was...
We don't fucking...
I don't know where I seen that.
Well, I've seen shit like that too. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Motherfucker, if you're going to sit here and try to tell me I get all my information from YouTube,
I'm not saying
goddamn
that.
Fucking
I didn't
fool,
say
bro.
that. I didn't say that.
Nigga, I read, okay? I definitely fucking look at different YouTube videos. There's a lot of fucking misinformation out there, dog. But I'll tell you right now, nigga, there's a lot of money that goes from Fox to Donald Trump being in office, the congressman being in office. So they gonna feed you what the fuck they want to feed you, bro.
And I'm aware of that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
If you think I got from YouTube, you tripping.
I didn't say that. But what I am saying,
nigga, you bring up YouTube all the time though.
I
learn a lot from YouTube. A lot.
Let me explain what I'm saying. Just like your boy with the rabbit hole shit. Any information and the algorithm, how it is played, you can form an idea based on what you see, correct? So
you can make anything
like
out of anything.
I'm not saying you're incorrect. I'm not saying you only get it from one place.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly, and don't get offended when I say you, because
you said that so many times.
Because I'm speaking.
I've heard you, nigga. I got more. My knowledge does not only come from YouTube.
Because I'm speaking in general. Because I'm speaking in general about information. I'm not speaking on you particularly. I'm speaking in general about where information comes from and how pretty much nothing is trustworthy when you really think about it. And
all comes down to your perception.
It all comes down to your perception.
Exactly.
Just like you.
So if I watch something and I'm like, man, this nigga's talking straight ass, I'm gonna pick it up, bro.
And if
it makes sense.
But you picking it up can also be wrong. Just like I didn't take offense when you said, oh, if you think that a propaganda and blah 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 and these niggas doing this ain't that, nigga, you know how I think, nigga. You know I don't. You know I second guess everything. It's just based on what
you said.
Because exactly. So I didn't get offended, nigga. Right. I said I rebutted and I said because you
I'm not getting offended. We just cooking. So
you should know for a fact that I don't fucking believe everything I see. I've known you for a long time, nigga. You
don't, but I feel like you swing more to a side where like you're like you accept things the way they are sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't say I accept the way things are, but like I said,
you're kind of like, I wouldn't say accept, but you're kind of like I don't know.
Well, no, but that's
you'd rather throw your hands up.
No,
and
but
not
that's
even like dive in.
I feel like because that's how you are. You're like, if it's karma, it's karma. Where I'm just like, I'm a firm believer is like, yeah, it is, but at the same time, I come from, like where we come from is like sometimes aggression is the best fucking defense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to keep.
It don't make it right.
So it don't make it right. It's not about being right though. It's about surviving at a point.
Fuck, man.
It's about surviving. It's not about being right.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like
I'm gonna keep my foot on niggas' necks,
exactly,
homie.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. If we're gonna be fucking beacons right here, I'm not gonna be promoting that. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, you gotta protect your own, but. Am I going to be saying that we got to go out there and be aggressive, be aggressors, and like basically like go and take these countries and invade?
Yeah, but I didn't say that.
You know? Like
I never said that.
I'm just saying. You said I'm gonna keep like just that message right there is like, bro, like no, we could work things out if we would talk about. Shit,
yes,
you feel me?
yes. But I didn't
like,
say anything.
This nigga's like gun blazing.
Nah, I didn't say that. See, that's the way you're taking it. I didn't say anything about, hey, we need to go drop bombs on these niggas and this and that.
Just be ready.
All I'm saying is be ready and be aware and just be like, don't be like how you said, whatever happens, happens. Nigga, no. Let's see what's going on. Let's do counterintelligence. They're watching us. Let's watch them.
For sure.
If they want to fucking install an app, let's make sure that the app is completely 100%. I don't know about these niggas asking these stupid ass questions, but no, let's make sure we got some hackers figuring out exactly where this information is going and what it's doing. Don't just put your hands up and say, oh, well, it should be good. It's just an app and I don't want nobody talking to us about what I should be looking at. Well, nigga, I want somebody to be looking at it because I can't.
I mean, like I said, if there is like some privacy leaks and shit like that, then I don't know that. But what I'm saying, what I do know is that I see the positives in that app. I see that our government, they love to dictate their people. They try to play like that we're a democracy, but there is a lot of dictatorship.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I also think that if you're so worried about that, you also have to be aware of the fact that these countries that we're talking about being in the same rooms that are our competitors and do have motive to have ill intent against us are doing exactly and in the forefront exactly what you're talking about you're worried about our people doing. So if we're going to allow an app or whatever, I'm not saying the government is doing it right. I just hope that somebody is doing some kind of check and balance to make sure what's happening.
It's all good, man.
That's all I'm saying. But we're going to call it right there, man.
That's
episode 27, man.
The Hangover episode.
Not Impressed podcast. The argument episode, you feel me? Shout out everybody out there, man. It's your boy Kanesworld.
For peace sake.
Till next time. Hey, and like and subscribe. Stop playing.
For Pete's sake, we're going to have a problem here.